Hi, I'm Annabelle, and this is my presentation on heroism. So, what is heroism? I think a lot of people define heroism as sort of perfection, and people put heroes on this so called pedestal where they have to be perfect, have this standard. They have to be the best at what they do, self sacrifice, be kind constantly, and just kind of be doing their job, right? Because that's what we think of heroes as, people who save others, sacrifice themselves to help others, which is not wrong, but it's not really what a hero is. I think there are four main aspects to a hero. I think the first aspect to a hero is courage. And what I mean by courage, I don't just mean being brave and standing up and not being afraid to do something. I mean taking initiative, not letting fear hold you back from doing the right thing. I mean, constantly we live in a world of fear. We're scared all the time. Are these people gonna judge me? They're gonna think I'm weird. Should I go up and do something, make a point? Or should I stay back with the crowd? Leaders go up there. They're not afraid of the judgment they might receive, the hate they might receive, the backlash, or is it gonna ruin their reputation? They're not afraid to do what's needed. And that's a really big impact. And that's one huge thing that makes a hero a hero. Another aspect that defines heroism is small acts lead up to big impacts. People think if you want to be a hero, you have to do this crazy act. You have to go save someone or do something crazy. But you don't need to do that. A small act, such as smiling at someone, complimenting them, just maybe waving at someone in the halls of school, that can lead up to the bigger impacts in the future. Just being kind in a small way every day builds up, builds up, builds up. You don't need to do some crazy gesture or do something grand to be a hero. You can do something small and be just as good. A third aspect of being a hero is selflessness. And what selflessness means is doing something for others, not yourself. You're not helping someone because you're gonna gain recognition, you're gonna get all the acknowledgement, all the praise. You're doing it because you want to help them, because it's the right thing to do. I think a lot of people think they're being selfless and think they're making these self-sacrifices, but they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're doing it for selfishness instead of doing it for the others. And that's why selflessness is another huge aspect of heroism. The last aspect of heroism, and what I think makes it a leader, is ownership. Know to take responsibility. If you did something wrong, own up to it. As scary as it may seem, if you're putting the blame on others or just choosing to stay back in silence, you're not a leader. Leaders, if they mess up, they know they mess up. They take the stand and say they mess up. If they know what they're doing is wrong, if they know what someone else is doing is wrong, they fix it. So these four aspects, selflessness, ownership, small acts and big impacts, and having courage, are the four main aspects that make leader a leader. Now for me, how am I gonna step on the path of becoming a leader? I definitely need to work on all four of these things. I'm not perfect, of course I'm not, no one's perfect. But I think the main one I need to focus on is courage. often I do let fear hold me back. I am nervous about others' judgment. I'm nervous about how the world will see me if I do something different, if I be different, if I make a change. But I think if I can work on my courage and just not letting those thoughts, not letting those people get in my head, I think that could set me apart from others and go on the path towards being a leader. It's scary, doing something different from the crowd. It is scary because we're all humans. We're all not wired the same, but we're kind of have a similar process of thoughts. We don't want to be judged. We don't want to be looked at differently. But sometimes you have to be different to be the change. And that's my thoughts on heroism.